at the beginning of these off-season tournaments for HCS. My question is, like, can they rise to the occasion and beat what looks to be a red-hot Sentinels who kind of underperformed last week and are coming into their own this week? Mikwin starting with a nice snipe here is definitely a good start to their endeavor, but I mean, we've said it many times about these squads that Mikwin finds himself on. They could beat anybody, but they could also lose to anybody. But yesterday, they definitely iced up, and we'll have to see if they can continue that here on Championship Saturday.
Iced up, warmed up here early. Sparty hitting his shots as Monster finds the flank, takes him down, takes that snipe as well. That could provide a multiple sniper scenario here as Mikwin looks to push up on the map, middle of the map with the snipe in his hands. Monster goes down, so that could give possession. Back to Sentinels, as it does. Boo now with the sniper in his hands. Has plenty of shots to work with. 5 to be, in fact, going to need to reload after a potential headshot here. But instead, looks to set up for a flag run.
He sees 2 members of his team die in the kill feed, though, so he immediately gets into safer cover in the vent here. Knows how important it is that he maintains his life with the sniper rifle, so he's just buying time right now for his teammates to come off spawn, and this man's accuracy with the no-scopes has been so impressive throughout the lifespan of Halo Infinite. If he can get another kill here, he's going to use the repulse to send Collect back, but Collect said, no, I have a sniper too. He hits his own no-scope and shuts Boo down, and he might be able to stop this flag run.
Sniper's making a lot of impact here early, only 90 seconds off the clock, and we've already seen several slays with that aforementioned S7. No scope body melee for Collect, takes down Falcated as he looks to dominate here top mid, claim this positioning for his. It could spur a potential pull here for Native Gaming as Mikwin pushes up on the left side. He's got Monster helping out, and a late delayed assist there for Collect off that damage he got earlier on Boo. That's one of the longest delayed assists I've seen, as Native Gaming looks to make good work of that advantage, but no, they go 2 down. Sentinels 2 down, and this battle for mid-map control will ensue once again.
This looks good for Native Gaming. Collect, in my opinion, the X factor of all X factors. When this guy is playing his best, he can find his way into the top 4 of tournaments, maybe even the grand finals. We did see him paired with Monster in a previous tournament on that complexity roster that defeated Optic to finish top 2 in an online tournament. So and he was playing some of the best Halo we've ever seen during that tournament and was a major factor. So to see him coming out hot early, this actually does bode very well for Native Gaming.
APG with a little bit of intel there, peeking through the floors to spot Sparty, take him down. As Falcated, though, answers back for Sentinels, makes it a 3v3 for now. Argyle, a map that requires so much map control and at least 2 rounds of slays to feel comfortable about the run, as Sparty gets back on the respawn screen. He's going to have a grapple to work with as well. Looking to see if that piece of equipment can get into the mix here, as Sparty makes good use of it early.
Grapple, one of the most important items on this map for sure. Like you said, there's a lot of map space to cover, so one of the problems in Capture the Flag is sometimes you'll get 3 dead and then you push into their base, but those players are now spawning and they kill you before you can get the flag out of the base. But if you have a grapple and you get 3 dead, you can just launch yourself in and get a flag pull. So I expect Sparty to try to spare his life here long enough to perhaps use the grapple for a flag run.
Lethal staying alive, 1 HP. Oh, but the fragmentation prevents him from re-shielding. Tried to reposition, but could not. 3 go down for Sentinels. 2 down here for Native Gaming, so they don't feel comfortable enough to really make a good run out of it. They're going to need that extra round of slays like we talked about, and Monster's looking for that exactly. Has a 1v1 against Lethal, but Lethal from the office with an extra cup of coffee. I'm sure that's comp by his, his office space. Put it to good use as he takes down Monster.
Yeah, Lethal having some home internet problems, so he's been renting an office to play in these tournaments. I mean, this man is all business, right? This literally driving his car to the office to go to work today.
He's commuting, Eli.
I mean, yeah, we love to see it, and he's done well to do so. I mean, yesterday they were looking red hot. He was a big factor in their success yesterday, and he's already got the most kills on his team in this game as well.
Yeah, Lethal was very, very icy yesterday. Just seemed to find the right slays at the right time, and here he is with a 9, 3, and 6 performance. That'll be a great start, all things considered, for Sentinels. But again, creeping up on the halfway mark of this game, and nobody's really extended past the halfway mark of this map, Eli, as Both teams vying for that mid-map control. Native Gaming go 2 down, only 1 for Sentinels. If Falcon can stay alive, he can really extend that numbers advantage, but instead he goes down. So difficult to vie for a pull here as things are going to reset once again, it looks like. 3 go down for Sentinels, though. That gives the edge back to Native Gaming. As you can see, Collect here edging towards the blue side of the map, but he needs a little bit more team support. He's the furthest one up for now, but he goes down. Back and forth we go.
It was 3 dead, but it was staggered. As soon as the third one dies, the first one that was dead is respawning. So this is a map that you often have to have 3 enemies dead and still maintain 3 of your team alive, because one player runs the flag, one player covers that player as they get out of the base, and then you need that third player to watch the spawners and cover the cutoffs. So far, both teams playing such phenomenal defense. Whenever they lose a player, they're just ensuring they don't fall into that 3 up, 3 down disadvantage state, and that's why we haven't really seen a ton of action. This has just been back and forth, neither team really getting several slays at the same time.
That's a great point, Eli. This is probably one of the few CTF matches, maybe Forbidden, where you can take down all 4 for the opposing team, and if you go 2 down in that process, it's probably not even worth overextending, quote unquote, into the base and getting a pull. Here we see Sentinels go 4 down, only 1 down for Native Gaming, and that exemplifies why it's so important to take your numbers advantage. And I think a grapple hook got used as well to sling that flag forward towards the cap point.
Oh my
as
God.
Native Gaming almost had a little bit of a fumble at the goal line, but they're going to put it in for the first score of the day. Native Gaming go up 1-0.
Did you see the speed that Collect left the base with that flag? I think what he did was lift to the other team's grapple platform, grabbed their grapple, and then used it to hit the grapple super slide. Not an easy tactic, by the way. Practice it in campaign because you've got infinite grapples, but launches himself mid-map, and that might be the fastest flag cap I've ever seen on this map.
Grapple on Argyle is not a piece of equipment, Eli. It's a power-up for all intensive purposes. And the fact that you don't have camo anymore top mid, I think that's absolutely safe and fair to say. You got to get the grapple in your hands if you want to score here. And we saw that from Collect, thooming across the map in record-breaking time and pace as they go up on the board 1-0. And with how difficult it is to score on Argyle, Eli, they're probably feeling pretty comfortable with this 1-0 lead, but they don't want to let up. 3 go down for Native Gaming, and now Sparty is in the base for Sentinels. Now pushing through, a team wipe goes down, and Sparty's out cleanly. All 4 up for Sentinels. Back foot spawns here for Native Gaming.
Sparty gets taken down, but do you see the QT usage by Boo Boo? He was in a very precarious spot. Use it to stay alive a little bit longer, but Monster's in perfect positioning to shut him down. This flag is still mid-map. I have to imagine members of Sentinels are going to continue to rush the flag, but they can't just do so blindly. They're going to get a couple of kills as Lethal gets an insane stick on Mikwin. A little bit of luck in that one, but also just predicting exactly where Mikwin tried to go, and they've got the flag, and they've now tied the game. But look at this man on your screen, Collect, trying to turn it into another one for Native Gaming as he gets the triple kill, and he's going to look for a spawner here. Gonna be the over? No, he's gonna use such great discipline to not overextend while one shot, so he can stay alive and continue to delete members off the map.
Delayed overkill there, you'll call it for Collect, as he elected to regain shields before sliding out and taking the face of Sparty as he eventually goes down, but not before. We have a 1-all tie. We had just seen Native Gaming quickly score a flag of their own, and Sentinels answer right back.
Collect with 20 kills, and APG knows it. Look at that, burning the sniper so that Boo Boo Doo Boo can't put his sniper to work. He's also one of the standout snipers in this lobby, but like I said, Collect, I could tell from his screen early, this man woke up and had the right mixture of coffee or whatever he uses to wake up, but this guy is on fire. And this reminds me of the Collect that we saw when that Complexity roster finished second place in that prior tournament. So this man is playing with some extra energy today, and if he can keep this up, this is absolutely a team that could cause some upsets.
Collect, a rising star throughout seasons 1 and 2, but now in season 3 is looking to arrive. So we swap over here to Falcate it, pushes deep into the base of Native, and he's gonna have a flag out. Only 2 down for Native Gaming. Usually you need a couple more slays. Because of that, Falcate gonna stop at that 3rd mark on the map, 33% line or so, as he knows he needs another slay, but he might just get slayed here. Down to 1 HP, down to the bottom portion of the red base, and he's still staying alive, milking his life here, causing some chaos for Native Gaming, as that's going to allow Sentinels to get back up on this flag, and Lethal has it, but mistimes it a little bit as Monster's creeping under the bed, right to the left and right of Lethal and Sparty as they both go down, and Monster gets the re.
Such great positioning from Monster. Obviously had already gone that way in order to return the flag, but finds himself in a perfect position to not only finish the next flag runner lethal, but also Sparty, who is holding down top mid. He's now going to try to earn top mid for himself. Probably had a call out for Falcated here. Get some great shots down, but Falcated, one of the toughest kills in the game. Let me tell you, this guy does not miss many shots. Wins that 1v1 at a crucial time to do so, and also escapes with his life.
Looked like Collect was maybe in between using that last grapple or grabbing Repulsor at bottom mid instead. He likes to dip back, stay alive. McWin here in the back of the base. Sentinels go all 4 down, and that's going to be a flag out. Native Gaming, with 90 seconds left, look to steal this one in game 1.
McWin just playing defense here at his base. At the same time, his teammates are getting kills on the opposite side of the map. It's a perfect storm to get this flag far, but Collect scuffs his movement just a little bit, hits the edge of that the railing there, doesn't get the clamber. It gets taken down. We'll have to see if that causes his flag to get stopped short. Monster trying to cover with the sniper on the other side, but he's missing. This flag is almost home, but this last stretch of space to get into the base is not easy to make.
2v2. McWin and Collect, the last 2 alive for Native Gaming, as Collect has the snipe in his hand, looking to secure the game-winning score and really preventing a counter cap here. They're going to do that. 3 go down for Sentinels, as Collect is going to help return the flag. Score number 2 for Native Gaming as they take the lead with less than a minute left.
Unbelievable. This isn't over, though. Sentinels, if they can find a way to get several dead right now, they can absolutely get the flag out and score again before regulation and force an OT. I do find sometimes in situations like this, teams might play defense a little too hard, a little bit too scared, and Falcated's going to find Collect. That's a big kill right now. Collect was kind of gatekeeping this entire lane of the map for Sentinels. They're going to get this flag pull. They're going to need to find some more slays, though. Lethal gets a trade. Ooh goes down. It's a 2v2 for now, and we're going to reset the situation entirely. If Sparty can get one more kill here as his teammates come off spawn, this could stay out, but looks like the return might come through.
Sparty, the last Spartan standing, and the last hope for Sentinels as he will go down, and their chances dwindle away for recapturing a tie here. 2-2. It's not going to happen. Native Gaming take game 1. A thrilling one at that. Took a little while to get some scoring going, but once we did, it was a really exciting latter half of the match, as we saw 3 scores going in about 6 minutes or so. It was a stalemate for the first 6, but plenty of action after that as Native Gaming take game 1, 2-1.
Very impressive start. I mean, for me, it's all eyes on Collect. This man put up insane numbers, 27 and 13. And you might be saying, he's only got 4 assists, though. Look at the damage, man. And the reason he doesn't have assists is because everyone he looked at died to his own hand. He didn't need any help. You know what I mean? Like, he's just deleting people off the map left and right. And when this guy is playing his best, he has one of the highest ceilings we've ever seen in Halo, period. I feel like he can unlock another level. The problem with him is he needs to find out how to play this way all the time. But for now, things are looking pretty good for Native.
Yeah, it reminds me of a Stellar game, right? Where he's got all that damage but no assist. Oh, why is that? Oh, he's sniping everybody in the face. Or he's taking him close quarter combat and using the no-scope melee combination. We saw Collect do plenty of that as we see the triple kill here. Had a great game, really spurred that first score and helped him score number 2 as well as we set our sights on Recharge TS for game 2.
This game type, definitely more of a chess game, and I'll be honest with you, Sentinels is very good at this chess game. This map, I think, one of their best maps. They are very comfortable with many different scenarios and how they play out, but I would also say the same thing about them on Argyle CTF. The difference with Argyle CTF is it is very X-Factor-ish, if that's a word, because it really comes down to who's hitting those snipes. It did happen to be Native in that game that hit the right snipes, but for Sentinels in this game, I think they're going to be a lot more comfortable.
I agree. I think Argyle CTF is a little on the periphery of what people expect from Halo map game modes combination. We have a little bit more of a traditional TS here. Game 2, 2-0 lead for Sentinels. Native Gaming has not gotten on the board just yet, and it really speaks to how slow and methodical the pace is here to start things off. Almost feels like a winner final in the sense that neither team wants to give an inch. 1-4 now as Sentinels build on that lead. Native Gaming do get on the board, but they're still down by a couple slays. Make it 1.
Honestly, really well played by Native there. Sentinels seem to have pretty good positioning. They had broken through into the gold side and they're still here, but they're unable to get all the way through. Monster applying a ton of damage, knows that his teammates will be able to follow up on that damage most likely. They do end up getting just 1 kill out of the situation, though, on Falcated while losing 3 players of their own. Collect gonna wisely back up into A here. No point in pushing into gold. Probably expects that Sentinels are currently in gold. You see that he was positioning himself to defend from that side, but Sentinels actually choosing to rotate all the way through the long haul to the C side. I don't think Native Gaming is expecting this right now.
Yeah, that element of surprise takes down Monster, takes down APG, and if not for McWin there at the top of the half wall making a play himself, everybody does in fact go down despite that play from McWin. Wow, unbelievable there as Sentinels balloon this lead. They double up after what was just a 1-kill game.
Sparty just got a double kill on Collect that he had no business getting. He was one shot before even seeing Collect on his screen. From the looks of it, finds the melee kill without trading out, which is massive. They're now building a significant lead here. Boo Boo Doo somewhere off screen with the shock rifle. Gotten a few kills here. Monster gonna go down to the stick from Falcated. Boo Boo, I guess, no longer has the shock. Must have been taken down since I saw that in the kill feed. But look at this. They're playing their process. Looks like Sparty has the camo. And he gave the shock to Sparty because Sparty got the camo. That's exactly what happened here. So Sparty going to try to find a kill, and I expect the rest of Sentinels to come in right after.
Yeah, stacking power weapons with power-ups makes for a powerful Spartan here as we see Sparty claim 2 kills, one via the slay, one via the assist. As McWen goes down on the other side of the map, Sparty looking to find a few more members of Native Gaming, and they're all spawning at gold. A little bit of a stalemate again. Again, the pace of play, despite what looks like a big lead for Sentinels, it is, but they've done it slowly and methodically, which is not what I think of when I think of Sparty McFly, Eli.
I think this is all in the IGL comms from Boo Boo Doo Boo. I mean, if you watch the way these guys played 2v2s, it was very methodical, very thoughtful. They're gathering information about their opponent's locations and then coming up with the game plan. They're not just pushing stuff and saying like, oh, he's weak, let's go. You know, it's more nuanced than that. They're saying we've got a couple players. We see 2 of them. There's 2 in gold. Let's try to hit them on the right side and the left side simultaneously. They set it up with good communication. But right here, Native on a bit of a roll themselves, able to take a couple players down. But Falcated shutting that push down with a nice double kill, and we're back to square one for Native Gaming.
Yeah, APG with nice use of the battle rifle to take down 2, but he goes down shortly after, and they're going to need much more than +2s to come back in this one as they're down by a collective 9 slays, 3 possessions, as Sentinels have really opened this thing up, heading into the 30s. When TS officially starts, APG looking to stay alive at the back of blue. He's got some help there. Shroud screen as well. He's going to stay alive. He's going to push out. Camo's up as well. And this is going to be key. APG and the rest of Native Gaming needs some form of the shock rifle or the camo if they want to come back in this one. But for now, it's been all Sentinels, and they're doing such a good trade. Great example right there of trading out.
You get the camo burned as well. It's a common strategy we see from Sentinels where they elect to try to collapse into C before the camouflage spawns. It is just an easier approach angle from this part of the map, reminiscent of the bottom mid hill. In King of the Hill, you want this C side of the map. It's just easier to get down there. So they do not get full value out of that camo. They do burn it, however, which means there's one less win condition for Native Gaming to start mounting a comeback. Even still, though, Native not doing a bad job here. They've actually brought it within 7.
Yeah, this is huge. You've got it from now a 3 team wipe to a 2 team wipe lead. 6 kills now are all that separates Native Gaming from coming right back. A 2-0 lead in their sights, but Sentinels are looking to tie things up. McWen with low shields is going to dip back to the gold Dorito side of the map. Monster going to check his 6. No flank coming, though. Instead, most of the blue squad over there on the blue side of the map as Falcated finally looks to push through to the A elevator, but Native Gaming, almost like in an oddball, have that A side locked down.
Sentinels thought they had an opening there. Falcated seemingly overextended, thought he could trade out at the very least with APG. Trades definitely in the favor of his team, but the problem was if that kill doesn't go down, that completely slows down the push of Sentinels. That's why we see them still at C right now. Had Falcated got that kill, it would have been an opening for them to push in, but now McWin with the grapple and the shock rifle, and they're in better positioning than Sen. This could be a comeback brewing here.
Few snipes from the GOAT McWin, one of the greatest players of all time, could bring Native Gaming right back in this one as they're only separated by a killing spree, 27-32. McWin really looking to place himself, find his best place on the map. There we go. Sparty goes down. McWin looks to grapple away, and I think now potentially helping prevent camo pull for Sentinels, but I think Falcated snuck away with it.
2 members of Native died as McWin got that snipe, so McWin not feeling very comfortable. choosing to play from the bat ledge. This is usually a pretty vulnerable spot where it's hard to find snipes, but the reaction time too strong for McWin. Might be one of the oldest players in the lobby, but man, his reactions do not look like it. This guy is one of the best snipers still after all these years. And now they brought it back to within 2 thanks to the amazing snipes out of McWin.
Yeah, great recognition there with the snipe. You saw Boo Boo Doo shield shimmering, didn't wait for his head to drop. Instead, he takes a body. Boo Boo Doo off spawn, gets the headshot eventually from McWen, but oh, he goes down. 3 go down for Native Gaming, and just as it feels like they're about to tie things up, Sentinels separate, take 3 down, and take a 3-kill lead heading into the 40s. Lethal now with that last shot in the snipe. It's going to miss. It's going to send the sniper back on respawn. Should be up around the 410 mark.
Look at that. The re-go down for Sentinels happening off screen. Not sure exactly what happened, but must have been a great push from Native. Now Sparty all by his lonesome in A. This is not where you want to be if you don't have control of gold. It's very easy for Native to collapse in, but he finds a kill, doing a good job to trade out before dying, even in a disadvantageous position. This is now just 1 kill going into the end game. By the way, that shock rifle is going to respawn in about 30 seconds because Sparty fired the last shot around 5:07 on the clock. Takes 1 minute to respawn. We'll have to see if that becomes a factor in the end game here.
Lethal just looking to stay alive and maintain this 2-kill lead as Camo's up here in 20. Lethal at the bottom part of the map, a little out in the open and exposed, but with the rest of Sentinels pushing through, the focus is on them. Lethal gets to push through mid freely, and now he's helping Sparty on the bat ledge. Takes down McWen as well. Melee on the bat ledge. 2 players there for the bait and switch. That's going to give the slay to Native, and they're only down 1. Eli, 4 minutes left. 44-45. Camo's up.
Oh no, this is not good for Sentinels. They're not in good position. They do have a good angle to approach the camo, but they know that it's bait. Look at this. Collect now with the shock rifle. This man has hit some insane shots with this gun. Just check out the man's Twitter feed. You'll see some of the dirtiest shock rifle kills you've ever seen. It's now a tie game. Neither team really wanting to push for this camo. It's kind of bait for both sides. Sentinels, you can see their formation on that seaside trying to jostle for position. They know Collect is lurking. They're going to use the shroud screen to stop his vision so they can comfortably grab the camo, but they haven't even grabbed it yet. They've actually relocated into the tower. Lethal now finally going to grab it. Sparty finds a back smack on McWin. I don't think that camo got out safely. Looks like Sparty, the last player on this. No, with the grapple.
What a pickup from Collect! He has the camo with the use of the deadliest catch. Grapple hook pulls camo away, but Sentinels are pulling away with the lead. 48-47. Collect with camo and the shot. The game in his hands. He hits the perfect shot. Takes down Falcade in time. 49. Oh! And then he clutches up for the 50th kill. Unbelievable shot there from Collect as Native Gaming take it and a 2-0 lead in this series. Oh my God.
Oh my God. What was that end game? The camo ended up in the perfect position for Collect to grab it here. Well, I have to watch this again.
This is the best camo grab in Halo Infinite history, Eli. Unbelievable.
Sees it on the bridge, uses the pillar to make sure he's full camo before revealing himself. You can tell that Sentinels knew he grabbed it, so they're trying to avoid the monster under their bed, but the problem is they can't do anything about it. Collect just walking bottom middle and hits Sparty for the last kill as his teammates are dying. If he doesn't get this kill, this absolutely could swing the other way. What an insane end game this was, Hunter. Oh my God.
One of the best end games you'll ever see as Collect quite literally steals it from Sentinel, steals the camo as well, as you see him here lining up that grapple hook as he pulls camo. And it's not like with camo he's a ghost bottom mid. He's fully exposed there. He had just hit that shot on Falcated. Sparty knows exactly where he is, but Collect still turns on him 180. Almost like a quick scope, no scope. I don't know what to call that, but we're going to call it a 2-0 lead here for Native Gaming as they look to secure a spot in the winter finals. And for Monster, Eli, usually teams win back-to-back tournaments, but here we're looking at some historical individual performance where an individual might go back-to-back. Unreal here, the run we've seen from Native Gaming this weekend as they have the lead and momentum in Game 3 off the start, already accruing time.
They're definitely looking good, but let's not forget Sentinels did create one of the sickest reverse sweeps we've seen in recent history just yesterday. So you'd know that they talked about it like, yeah, we reverse swept yesterday, let's just do it again. That's probably part of what was just said in the comms. And also, you're already talking about Monster winning the tournament. Don't forget FaZe and Optic are the other side of the bracket. Both these teams looking to shut that down absolutely. Plus ton of Monster teams lurking in the losers bracket as well. This is just the first series of the day. It's going to be an insane day of Halo. Cannot wait to get through it.
12-12 after Sentinels get some time of their own, and I love how Collect wins that TS game 2, and he's starting off with the oddball time. He's the OBJ player for game 3, but it's Falcon, main Slayer with the snipe, secures the headshot on Collect, and that's going to secure even more ball time here for Sentinels.
What was the catalyst yesterday for the reverse sweep on that forbidden CTF? It was Falcated with the sniper. This man knows his job. Says if I can start popping off with the sniper, my team can absolutely win. Look at the movement though from Collect, just making himself such a difficult kill. The peak shot, he knows like, hey, you're not going to shoot the snipe shot at me. You're going to worry about missing. So Falcated just stares at him for a while. Fortunately has a teammate there. Mikwen going to try to put the sniper to work, but it crosses back in the hands of Sparty. We already know what this man can do with it. Finds a double kill, but that goes 4 dead for Native Gaming, and the ball's already rotating to the tower. This looks very good for Sentinels.
Sentinels not waiting to rotate that oddball, and neither of these two teams waiting to gather some time here. Already 17-40, not even a minute off that regulation clock. Seeing some heavy OBJ priority as Sentinels prioritize the slays for now. 3 go down for Native. Monster, the last player alive on the B side of the map. No 1v1 here with Sparty. Sparty has QT. Could pull some chicanery. He does! Takes him down with the portal! You may not know, chat, if you stand inside of a portal as a player uses it, it instantly vaporizes your soul.
That was insane. I think one of the first, what's there's a name for that metal. Anybody in chat help me out. It's the quantum, I don't know. There's a medal for it. I don't think we've seen it on broadcast until now.
Quantum teabag.
It should be something like that. Telefrag. Thank you, chat. Quantum Telefrag gets the kill with the portal. I learned that on day 1 because I decided to be cheeky and try to camp a guy's portal. He just used it and killed me. So I learned that the first day the quantum translocator was out. But yeah, first time seeing it on broadcast. Very sick kill from Sparty.
And I saw Sparty do that. I think he was the first player I saw do that about a month ago. So when I saw him in that 1v1 with Monster, I knew he was setting up another Twitter clip for Roll Monster as Sparty gets the better of him that time. But for now, Sentinels getting the better of Native Gaming, but they've got ball control. And a pretty nice setup it looks like, but McWen goes into the drink. Still seeing some more ball time here for Native Gaming despite all this action going on the sniper side. It's a little bit of a bait. All the action should be going down on B side. That's where the ball is. As Collect gets the well-timed reset as 2 push in from Sentinels.
Sentinels looking good at the start, but this is just a 4-second game. Native's about to grab the ball, potentially steal the lead as well, but Monster needs to get this kill. Loses the 1v1 to Boo Boo Doo.
Double kill.
On the other side, we see Mikwen picking up a double kill. And looks like Boo Boo is going to opt to rotate the ball into A, but doesn't know Mikwen is here. Looks like all of Sentinels going to fight outside by the turbine here.
Mikwen setting up a little cheeky positioning. That's bait and distraction. 3 go down for Sentinels. It's time to pick up the oddball for Native Gaming, but they feel Boo Boo Doo might present some danger, but no, instead, McWen finally picks up that oddball as Native Gaming get back in the mix and get back in the lead. 56 all. As we might see a little mini rotation go down here. Native Gaming go 2 down, which is why McWen is starting to think differently about his positioning. But for now, Native Gaming going to take away a 2-second lead, but that might not last as McWen goes down.
Falcated's got the QT. Let's see if he can make a play similar to the one Sparty made. Boo Boo finding a kill in the kill feed. As soon as they get the setup, that's a good sign that the ball will be held for a bit longer. See a nice rotation from Falcated. He's playing very aggressively here, knowing that he can always just teleport back, but didn't have any reason to teleport back. If he did go in that moment, he'd be leaving his ball player out to dry. Better to just play bodyguard on this side of the map, and that QT is going to expire.
What a stretch of gameplay here for Sentinels. 20 seconds. And they go up 20 seconds. Falcated looking to secure more of it as he's in the back of A. You go down for Native. Oh, Monster with a cheeky rotation here. Falcated not looking to allow it, but the bait and switch from APG takes him down for now, but it looks like APG should get cleaned up, if not for a heroic play there, but he is going to go down. 3 go down for Native, make it all 4 as Collect hits the dirt. Lethal hits pay dirt, grabs that oddball once again, and looks to put in the final stretch run here for a round 1 victory. Sentinels needing just 15 seconds.
Could see through the UI there. Lethal was checking where his teammate spawn. Saw it was at mud. That's why he's rotated it in this direction. Monster getting assassinated, maybe not aware that Sparty was also there. Kind of a last-ditch effort though, right? Like you have to kill the oddball player now.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to run past enemies just to try to make something happen. Ends up not being enough, but here's a little replay of the Sparty translocator kill. Sees that he's going for the melee, instantly portals onto him. Oh my god.
You got that like Prometheus death animation, which you rarely see in Halo Infinite. That's kind of cool. Almost makes me wish the scatter shot or something was back. Anyways, we'll keep the conversation on the Halo Infinite sandbox for now as Falcon looks to push in through the bottom of Snipe, and Native Gaming go all 4 back to the respawn screen. That's going to give Sentinels every piece of what they want on the map. Sniper in their possession. Oddball is too.
Something about these guys on Sentinels, when their back is against the wall, they transform into a different beast. We saw it in the 2v2 with Boo Boo and Sparty, seemingly finding 25 to 24 wins left and right throughout the tournament. When it matters most, these guys are icing up, and now more than ever, it's important that they win this. This would be a ticket to the winners finals, guaranteed spot in the top 3. For them to lose this series, they go back to the lower bracket and have to fight their way back. But this reverse sweep already looking to start off pretty well.
And Eli, you brought up the deja vu just moments ago, and I'm feeling it in full force now. And it's exactly what we said yesterday. We're looking, Falcated seems to have really stepped up here in game 3, and deja vu. It's the same case here. A day later, at the same exact time, just about. Falcated 16, 1, and 8. Big reason why he doesn't have as many assists is because he's sniping a lot of players, as we see Collect take a snipe, but he goes down afterwards. I believe no shots left, so Sniper going to be a moot point on the map. Everybody going to have to vie for control of this oddball. Some old-fashioned DMR usage.
Right now, we're not seeing what we saw from Monster previously. I mean, as I say that, he gets a triple kill, but it feels like Monster's almost been forcing some situations here in this 3rd game.
And in game 2, Eli. And in game 2, he had 17 deaths in game 2. That's 5 too many. So I agree. I think that is continuing from game 2. Monster is overextending, and it's causing problems here. As 3 go down on each side. APG in a 1v1 with Falcated, but with no shields. He's going to give Falcated that space on the map, and the oddball as well. But no, that's bait. APG has it now instead. Interesting enough, Native Gaming are going to win out that 50-50.
This is the best Native Gaming have looked in this game 3 so far. Can they maintain the momentum? No, they don't expect these 2 players to come through the rat tunnel. Very smart push from Sentinels. Most teams are watching top mid or left and right, but maybe neglect that bottom middle angle. They're going to take advantage of that and just go right through. McWin with the attempt on a sick quantum translocator play, but finds all members of Sentinels waiting for him on the other side. Some great shots come down here as well. Collect has the camo, but without teammates alive, it's hard to be effective. Boo Boo with the remote detonation, and they're just shutting down any momentum that Native is trying to build here.
It took Boo Boo Doo no time to configure that situation as he takes down the camo with the remote detonation. And we talked about Falcated stepping up. He's got a big game here, 19, 2, and 10, but another win condition for Sentinels in this road to a reverse sweep is Boo Boo Doo playing his game, and maybe even adding a little bit more on top. 19 and 8, but he's got the traditional 14 assists. We're used to seeing that from Boo Boo Doo, always supporting his teammates in the 100 seconds or so of ball time, having himself a hell of a game here in game 3 as Sentinels look to get right back in it, but looks like for now, Native Gaming have rotated this oddball out towards the screen door.
Boo Boo absolutely looking like the MVP of this game. It's not often you have most kills, most assists, least deaths, and most ball time for your team. Those stats are out of control. Falcated finally one-upping him in the kill department, but Native just trying to get control of anything here. Seems like every time they get some amount of control, they get shut down very quickly. APG getting a kill, but having to run away and hide. Sparty's going to shut him down, and it's back to square one again for Native. They're going to have to try to win this next engagement here.
23 to 63. We're seeing a little bit more of that regulation clock dwindle away as Native Gaming are looking to get back in this one. Ball on a precarious side of the map, though, as you don't really have much of a chance to reset. You can really only rotate, and that's what it looks like Monster is going to do, as all of the action occurring on the opposite side of the map. That's going to allow Monster to work his way over here to the cuts, but now he's got pressure from the cuts. Boo-boo-doo-boo. But he takes him down. Nice shots, but Falcated cleans up. 3 go down for Native Gaming, and Sentinels are going to get that oddball right back.
Sentinels want to close this game in a hurry. McWin coming off spawn, finding a good route to apply pressure to the ball carrier. That's going to stop the time scoring for Sentinels. It's also going to buy time for his team to show up. He's also going to teleport back to safety. Honestly, great plays out of McWin, but 2 of his teammates get taken down, make that 3. Now it's just Collect left on the map to try to slow this push down, but Booba's going to hit the nice curb slide, throw off his aim a little bit, and shut him down.
Falcated on the C platform. Going to push up along the middle of the map as he makes his move. 3 players there. You can see on the screen door. Sentinels with the camo to work with. Falcated wants to avoid any errant damage falling into the Molnar suit of Boo-Boo-Doo-Boo as he drops undetected. Now gets some shots into the back of APG. Doesn't clean up though, and doesn't get the slay. Instead, Collect takes down Boo-Boo-Doo-Boo. And could this spur Native Gaming right back in this match?
It is not something we're used to seeing. Boo-Boo-Doo-Boo getting 0 value out of a camo. I don't know the last time I've seen that. This man usually somehow makes a massive play with it. Lethal kind of just drop into the face of Native and shut down the ball player. Also buy some space for his teammates to push in and throw the ball off the map. This player, I think, just going to fall off without question. McWin taking a page out of Renegade's book, falling off the map, make the game a little bit easier for his opponents. But wow, I mean, it's going to take a huge comeback here. There's only a minute left on the clock, so not only does Native have to hold the ball significantly here, but they can't drop it very much either.
I almost wonder if McWen purposefully fell off the map knowing that his positioning was better off on the dummy side to help with that rotation of snipes. And look at this, McWen spawns instantly on dummies, gets that opening break slay to rotate this oddball out to the snipe tower. Heads up play there from one of the longest standing Halo pros in the community, McWen. As he now has the snipe in his hand, double kill, looking for the triple. Putting some plays and that snipe to work. As he lines up the head on Boo-Boo-Doo-Boo, I thought he had that, but for now he has the snipe tower and has Native Gaming right back in this one. They're only down by single digits.
It's actually looking phenomenal for Native. We can't give him credit for jumping off the map on purpose until we ask him. I mean, he's an honest guy. He'll tell us if it was on purpose or not. We have heard of that strategy before, though. Ryan Noob, known for just jumping off the map, spawning on the Cobra side to spawn better for the next cycle. So it's not out of question. I think unlikely, but now Native Gaming, their setup is fully broken. Sparty's got the QT, so he can apply some pressure safely. Goes back to the portal. Probably hears a call out that somebody is weak here at the turbine. Now he's a bit closer to his ball player as well. And with several going down for Native, Sentinels just have to hold off this last push here and they could win this round.
Massive moment in the match as it looked like Native Gaming were going to steal round 2 and tie things up, but now Sentinels only need just a few more seconds, but they go 3 down. Boo-Boo-Doo, last player alive. They're going to reset that oddball. Monster is there to pick it up, but you hear Jeff Steitzer in your ears. 30 seconds left. About 30 seconds separating these 2 teams, so Native Gaming are going to have to play perfectly if they want to avoid an L here. But they do have the oddball rotated out. APG is going to go into the drink, and that's going to tick more time away. 15 seconds left.
And Sentinels only need 4 seconds. They're definitely going to try to secure some kills before just going straight for it. McWin in a great spot to force the fumble. Also got Monster here with them to get the beatdown with the oddball. This player has to scurry away. Honestly, insane that he's survived this long using the repulsor as well. Boo-Boo does a lot for it, but with 4 seconds on the clock, they're holding this, and they've got to hold it for the duration of this hold.
Just simply staying alive there was massive for Boo-Boo-Doo-Boo as he drained at least an extra 10 seconds off the clock. 3 feeling like nanoseconds. 2. 91 though, as Native Gaming might just come back. Monster down to 1 HP. 1 second separating these 2 teams. 2 seconds left on the clock as Monster rotates it. But does he toss the oddball off to APG? Yes, he does! As Native Gaming do in fact steal round 2. What?
What a sick play. The communication here in this moment. APG is probably saying, throw it to me, throw it to me, throw it to me. Because he knows the pressure's coming in. APG sees the ball, might not have enough height to travel to him, so he actually drops to catch it and finishes the hold with 2 seconds on the clock. What an insane clutch out of Native Gaming.
The level of ice right now from Native Gaming in games 2 and 3 has been unreal. It has them right back in this game 3, and vying for that sweep against Sentinels. Unbelievable. Sentinels with a surprise sweep yesterday. They're about to get surprise sweeped here today if they're not careful here in game 3. Sparty looking to secure that camo as Native Gaming secure 15 seconds before going down and resetting that oddball. A nice little Hail Mary toss towards the, I don't even know what side of the map there for Boo Boo Doo Boo, as that oddball does not get reset. Actually, Sentinels are able to grab it before falling off the map because of that Hail Mary from Boo Boo Doo Boo, and they're about to tie things up, maybe even regain the lead.
Boo Boo trying to find this positioning. You saw his squad creating this L shape through the tower to back green, and then Boo Boo in A. They force the spawns as far away from as possible from the ball carrier. Boo Boo also correctly getting out of dodge when he sees the pressure coming through top center, finding this kill, and now they're creating the L shape once again to force the spawns on the dummy side. Looks like they lost their player in A though, so that opened the spawns in A at the perfect time for Native to spawn there. They recognize it though, and Lethal's going to get the ball off the map to reset the situation.
15-37. Sentinels double up here on Native Gaming, looking to regain that momentum. Important in the opening sequences of this round 3 after Native Gaming stole the ball and maybe even the hearts of Sentinels.
Oh
they
my
are regaining.
God.
Boo Boo Doo Boo with this snipe has been on a tear, protecting the oddball carrier previously on the B side of the map. Now he's looking to open up more control for Native over by the screen door. But that's not going to happen. Instead, the ball is going to rotate out towards the C side of the map. Native Gaming are going to go 3 down as Falcated, one of the last members alive for Sentinels. And Sentinels does have that oddball back, still with that double up lead, 22-40.
Boo Boo Doo Boo, one of those guys that is not phased by a single round loss or a game loss or even being down 2-0 in the series. His iron mentality definitely leading his team to maintain their confidence. They knew they should have had that second round. Playing with a lot of fire in this 3rd round, and right now they've got a pretty massive lead. Native though getting some semblance of control in this moment, and this ball's probably about to get reset once again.
I cannot believe the game Boo Boo Doo Boo's having. It's kind of wild. He must feel a little oppressed about not taking that 2-0 victory, because he's dominating here. 32 slays, the most on his team, and he's got 123 seconds of ball time. And don't forget the assist, 21. He's towering over his teammates as it relates to the stat sheet. But more often than not, the stats that Boo Boo Doo Boo puts up are impactful. So you know Boo Boo Doo Boo having himself a hell of a game, and it's propelled Sentinels here to a 40-second lead in round 3. But Monster with the camo looking to change that. Has the oddball and in a position to rotate it back to the screen door. 3 players there on the snipe side, but it looks like Monster's going to sneak away. He does, in fact, get that rotation to the A side.
This is a over 30 kill disparity in Sentinel's favor, by the way, but Native playing well enough to keep this into a round 3 situation with some insane plays at the end of that round 2. They're also not playing bad here, but oddball time has not been as efficient as it should be. They now finally have the ball in a hold in a position that they could rack up some time. This is a situation where Sentinels has to slow it down. They have to talk about what lanes they're hitting, what information do they have. Right now, Lethal going bottom mid probably gets the information. There's several players bottom mid that allows Boo Boo to cross top mid a bit more freely, knowing that most of his opponents are underneath him. Also now trying to cut off the ball player, forcing this play ball, and Sentinels played that situation very well.
Oh, Boo Boo Doo Boo read that rotation like a book. I mean, granted, you got the UI HUD indicator letting you know where that oddball's going, but still impressed with the positioning here from Boo Boo Doo Boo. As he looks to line up a couple shots down bottom mid, gets the assist, but for now, just keeping this Native Gaming roster at bay. And if Boo Boo Doo Boo can pop off here with a snipe, instead it's going to be Monster getting a rotation. No, he does not make it through. Boo Boo Doo Boo gets the slay, and he's still holding on to that snipe. 4 shots to work with.
Monster playing similarly to how he played on SSG last week. Just recognizing, hey, I'm surrounded by phenomenal slayers. I'm going to become the oddball carrier. He's done a good job to do so, but in some situations, maybe overextending to try to force the ball hold. Here he's going to shut down the ball holder, and he's got a sniper to work with, so he can perhaps apply some pressure to the players coming out spawn. Can't hit the no-scope on Boo Boo. Boo Boo playing this very tricky. Get some good grenades down, but unable to take him down. APG is going to take down Boo Boo for him as well, and this looks like potential comeback, but no, 2 go dead in the feed, and you have to imagine the rest of Sentinels are going to come swarming in.
And it looks like a lot of the cheeky rotations are going to Native Gaming. Like you said, massive numbers disparity for Sentinels, but more often than not, when that oddball's at a 50-50 spot, Native Gaming are getting the rotation, and they're getting the slays now. Collect takes down Sparty, and this could push Native Gaming to the snipe tower with the oddball. 4 go down for Sentinels. And they're going to do just that. McWin going to work his way to the snipe. He's going to work his way towards a comeback lead for Native Gaming. It was once a 40-second lead for Sentinels, but now Native Gaming have it.
Collect playing with camo, but Lethal with the tricky play around the pillar. So important that he takes out Collect in that moment. Not only that, but he also takes out the Oddball carrier that could have been the start of the end for Sentinels had Lethal not made such a great play to shut down the camo player here. Now he's going to try to contest the new ball after forcing the play ball. Boo finding a kill on the other side, but 2 go dead for Sentinels. Lethal has to just gatekeep. He's actually the last player alive for Sentinels. Needs to slow this play down. Look at McWin though. He grabs the ball and the repulsor, repulses the ball towards his teammates before getting taken down, and that's going to be some extra time for Native Gaming.
Another one of those 50-50s where Native Gaming earned the rotation, and now they've earned the lead up by 20 seconds. 20 seconds away from shutting the door on Sentinels, ending this series in 3-0 fashion. As Falcated has other ideas. 3 go down for Native Gaming. Instead, Sentinel's going to get that rotation out to the screen door. Can they hold, though?
Okay, that's going to have to hit some shots, and he does. That's such an important kill to get in this moment. First player down in the push. It's going to open the door for Sen to hold the ball for even longer. They wanted to rotate it to the B side, but thought better of it, understanding the spawns. Now, this is dangerous, though. For them to lose this setup means they give it to Native. They're going to have to win this fight right here, right now.
Monster, low HP, Oddball in the hands of Sentinels, but all 4 go down. And Monster could inch Native Gaming even closer. One final push for Sentinels, and you might see some overextension desperation here. Falcated not going to be able to wait, most likely. Yes, that's the case. Falcated goes down early because of that situation in the match. Native Gaming needing 3, 2, 1, as they will secure it. The comeback. Heroic in game 2, heroic in game 3, as they earn the 3-0 sweep over Sentinels, sending them to the lower bracket. Native Gaming continue their run in the winner bracket all the way to the winner final. Wow.
Absolutely unreal. I'm at a loss for words. This guy, Monster, just makes every team he joins in these online tournaments so much better. I don't understand it. The Monster, someone needs to make a documentary on the Monster effect. What is this?
Look at the efficiency, Eli. You talked about 30 slays. 30 seconds! Sentinels won. If it was Halo 2, they would have won this game by 30 seconds. Instead, they take the L 3-0 as we send things back to the desk for their reaction on an incredible...
My reaction is flabbergasted. I don't think I've ever said that word in my life before. Flabbergasted. There's so many amazing, incredible plays to even like start breaking down tools. This has, I am at a loss for words too. I think everybody is. I think chat is. I don't even remember CTF Argyle in game 1 because of how incredible game 2 and 3 was. And you said the same thing. Tools, help me break this down. Wow.
Honestly, it's ice. It's icy as hell from this Native Gaming roster. They iced up in the big moments, were able to win the flag game, right? It's, you know, there was great highlights, some great sniper shots. We started off this series hot, but when we get into game 2 and game 3, that's when things are going to get spicy. But look at this flag run. I want to give a little appreciation to that. Something that we're going to see a lot more of with the changes on Argyle, a little bit more of those grapple runs, and Collect just zoomed with this flag. Once they got that first one in, well, Sentinels was never able to quite take over the game once again. You know, game 1 pretty simple, but when we get to game 2, I think there's a ton to talk about coming back in that game 2. And honestly, something has to be said about Sentinels having, I think, 2 games in the back. Game 2 and game 3, I thought that they were in control of those games for 90% of them, and they weren't able to come out on top.
Yeah, I feel like that the beginning of each, specifically game 2 and 3, I felt like Sentinels just had that beginning, and then somewhere along the way, Native just made some insane plays. Specifically, like if we're talking like game 2, McWin with the shocks. I mean, they were what, down 21-10 on that Slayer recharge when they just started gaining control back again, and McWin with that shock rifle. I'll let you break down that second game for us.
Oh yeah, when it comes through, this flag cap coming in, big goal line stand for them to come in. But look at the score, right? Keep an eye on the score as we're going in here. Spartan, he's going to come back behind, gets the harpoon to find this next kill. It's 19 to 8, right? You're doubling up on the score line right now. Dominant start to this game. Spartan's not missing any shots. Native Gaming's on their back foot. Honestly, it feels like, how do you even come back in this game at this point? Well, it's one part of the equation that needs to happen. It's Mikwin getting the sniper rifle in his hands. You can see it here. They're slowly starting to come back. Great job getting the snipe shot, but really, what I really want to show is the power that the shock rifle has from this position when you're in bat ledge. Look at that player getting caught out. Now, Louis, can we rewind just a little bit? I want to talk about some of the incredible movement that we're seeing from Mikwin in these games and the control that he had from that top position, getting up there and using his teammates so well in those positions to bait out the players to come through open spots and to let Mikwin have these kills. So right, pause it right here. Look at APG to the right. He's sitting over there on this platform. Spartan, Boo Boo, Doo and Lethal, they don't have many options, right? APG's pestering them. He's not going to try to give up a kill. He's saying, come push me. If you want to kill me, you have to come towards me. Mikwin's using APG as a perfect bait right here. Now let's go in real time. You'll see Boo Boo, Doo. He's going to try to commit. Well, when you commit, there's nothing you can do. You're going to get your headshot. He sees the shock rifle player leave, and now you see the push. Now watch this change. Mikwin instantly opens up the spawn. The players pushed in because they weren't able. Let's pause it right here. Because those players weren't able to push out, you saw the rest of Native Gaming push towards the tower. They're able to collapse in. That's because Mikwin's holding down that lane. Mikwin recognizes his teammates are pushing up. They've flipped over the spawn. What does Mikwin do? He leaves the spawn at back pipes open, rotates his way over to glass. What this does is it guarantees that he knows the next spawn. His teammates are giving him information over at A. He knows in his head there's going to be a player bat ledge, easy shot to hit. Now suddenly you're back in the game, you're controlling it. Now what happens next in this game? You're gonna see Collect take over in big moments. Sentinels do fight back, but it just was not enough at the end of this game too. I want to talk about some special moments that I saw towards the end of this game though. When we get to see Collect in these big moments, really love the ice from a young player like Collect when we get towards the end of that game too.
I will say something that I wanted to call out was that's still in my mind. Something I want to see and I've been wanting to see in Halo Infinite is like creative usage of equipment, like new equipment, like smokes and QT. I think we saw two moments in one moment in this game and one in the moment after. The smoke that they use here, we were talking about it. The block vision for Mikwin coming from Sentinels was, well, I think you said a one-way, but it's not really a one-way. But it was such a creative usage of it, and I feel like I haven't seen it enough in HCS. I want to see more of that, more like one-ways, smokes. It was just an incredible. It's just a fun thing to know on game 2. Now, do you want to talk about game 3?
I gotta talk about the end right here though.
Oh, the end, yes.
Collect just grab that camouflage. So like you said, right before that camouflage comes up, I think you make a great point with that shroud screen. They did a great job using that shroud screen to pull Collect out, but Collect just goes brazy at the end, right? They eventually can't find the camo on the ground. He's able to get the kill. 50-49 finish. Game 3, honestly, I don't know how Native really do this, Aliek. It's unreal when you look at the stats at the end of this game. Okay, one second. Look at this. This portal's down right there. Monster doesn't know. Look at this. Is such a heads up play by Spartan. QT back as Monster's punching when you're standing in the portal to get the kill.
I didn't even know this was possible. I saw a little chat was going like, what just happened there? I learned something new today. Anybody in chat who knew that you could kill somebody with a QT portal?
It's something where unless if you experienced it in a game or you saw a highlight on Twitter, I don't think anyone would know to do that. I've only seen it happen a handful of times. I think I can count on one hand how many times I've seen someone killed with the portal. Every time it happens, it's absolutely insane in this game. So look at the stats right here, Elliot. 19 and 10, 17 and 11. Look, all of them in the 20s. At this moment in the game, they are dominating. They're up 1-0 in the series. The fact that Native Gaming comes back to win this game blows my mind when we look at just how dominant the position was in this game, and it all comes down to some smart rotations at the end of the game.
Yeah, I'd love you to explain that to us a little bit more about what if a team is outslaying, what plays did Native do to just do that objective efficiency and win the game at that? I mean, we all saw it, but let's let you take it.
It's all about keeping that ball out of the way, right? If you're able to find those 4 downs and keep that ball on the opposite side of the map and make, it's almost like Lord of the Rings. You got to make them trek to Mordor, right? You have to make them go through a long and perilous journey in order just to have the chance to destroy the ball carrier, right? And so far, Sentinels, they're doing a great job of slaying, but Native, they're persistent at being quick to the ball. Eventually, they find their 3, their 4 downs, and they're very quick to set up large amounts of control on the map. They take a lot of space. They force spawns out. Look at how far players are having to travel from back tower side all the way into A to try to contest that ball. And then when you do all that work, you get there. If you're not able to win and take over the ball, it's just such a bad feeling when you do all that work and the ball doesn't quite go your way. Native was able to get that job done a couple times, but the individual talent is there for Sentinels. This is a team that's special. I think we know they're going to go far in tournaments. It's just a couple heartbreaking losses today from them.
We do. We were talking about Boo Boo Doo, and his KDA and the ball time that he had, and it should have gone on Sentinel's way, but Native has been making some incredible plays today. We have an exciting game up ahead.